as you know, this is Charlie Black, and this is another episode of Operation Wolf. In today's episode, we're going to cover the COVID-19 vaccination. Now, before I continue, I should let you know that I am not a medical professional. I think I've made that clear in previous videos. This is just, again, a blog about my own personal experience with the whole COVID-19. And I just wanted to share. So maybe, you're going through something similar, or you wanted some information, or in regards to the topic. So my experience. So as you know, I'm a weight loss candidate. I had the weight loss surgery last August. I was like a 50 plus BMI. I'm now like post-op. So now I'm kind of slowly losing the weight, but I'm still classified as obese. Now in my region here in Ontario, the way they sort out the whole COVID thing is they did it by age group or by comorbidities, morbidities. And it's funny because it's like I don't really classify myself as somebody with a comorbidity, like, a heart condition or to be obese or whatever the case may be. So sometimes I forget. I just kind of was waiting for my age or for my number to get called. But then I got an email from my parents, who I'm estranged from. I should say that without getting into that too much, to just kind of show the severity of the situation. And the email pretty much said, hello Charles, try and book your COVID-19 appointment with the Halton region as soon as you qualify. Don't get the vaccine distributed by any drugstore because they are only offering AstraZeneca in brackets. And then in red font, it was like, there's too many issues with that vaccine. If you don't qualify with your age requirement in Halton region, underlined, you could qualify by using your health and your weight reasons to qualify. If you have any questions, feel free to call me to discuss. Finally, the death rate due to COVID-19 is alarming. Dad. It's like, fuck. So, I mean, it's polite, but in between the lines, it's saying, you're one of the people at risk, you fat fuck. That's how I'm interpreting it. And hurry up and go and get your shot. And due to all the propaganda on the internet, don't fuck with the AstraZeneca. So essentially, we don't have like CVS or Walgreens up here in Canada. Essentially, it's Walmart or Pharma Plus, right? Those are our primary pharmacies, like for the big guys anyways. And there's a bunch of little guys. So don't walk into a pharmacy and get the shot if you think you're going to fast track. If you're going to fast track, use your weight, right, to go and do that. So that's what I did. So in terms of the next stages, I ended up calling my family physician, and I was like, okay, what's involved? Do I qualify? So before they set up an appointment through what they call the telehealth, they ask you why you want to speak to your family physician. And I told them, I was like, I'm healthy, but I think I might be able to skip the line or fast track the line in terms of getting the shot due to my weight, right? So they made the appointment for me. So I received the email from my parents April 14th. I called my family physician the following Monday, which was like the 16th or the 17th. They booked me the Friday, which was something like the 23rd of April. We had a quick phone conversation, and he was just kind of like, okay, Charles, how tall are you? I told him 6'1". He was like, how much do you currently weigh? I was like, and you always inflate it, right? A little bit, because you want to make sure you kind of get in. So, I was like, okay, I'm 325, but I think I was about 320. So he ran the BMI calculator, and at 325, at 6'1". He was like, yeah, you have a BMI of over 42%, and with over 42%, you qualify to skip the line. So I'll write a script for you, send it to your email, and then you'll use that in the application process to get the shot. That's okay, yeah, pretty straightforward. In the next stage, I'll pretty much show you the Halton website. Highly intuitive. So you just go to the Halton website, And but you know what I'll do is I'll stop the video here, and then I'll kind of pick up from the website so you guys can kind of see it together. I know everyone's kind of doing it internationally, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we're here at the computer now. Some just quick things. So you kind of just open up your web browser. You just go to haltonregion.ca, and it's going to come up right away because I've already done this. Then they're gonna blast you with like the quick links, the province wide stay-at-home order, eligibility for COVID-19, and then how to access regional services, that kind of stuff. So you'll just click on eligibility. There's a little video there. You can watch that on your own accord. I think every municipality is pretty much different. Halton's really good. I'm in Halton. But it's pretty straightforward, highly intuitive. Just kind of follow the instructions. In the baby blue here, you'll click on the book your COVID-19 vaccination. And then obviously before you confirm, you want to just kind of make sure that you fit the criteria and the eligibility again. So you can kind of scroll through and read through the list. Again, pretty straightforward. So I'll click on book my appointment now. Now because I'm doing this tutorial after I've booked, I don't know if it's going to allow me to proceed and book again. Probably not. Just have your health card handy and all of your information. So obviously you can see here from the pillars, eligibility, client information, select the appointment. So there's usually days open. Review all the information to make sure that the information has been entered correctly, and then completed for confirmation. Then there's like different categories, as you can see here, once they light up, right? So essential workers, frontline workers, individuals with health conditions, caregivers, indigenous people, so on and such, right? 60 or plus. This is what's going to kind of fast track you and skip you through the lines. So I pretty much just clicked on individuals with health conditions. I scroll down to the bottom. I'll enter my date of birth. Information, so I think you guys already know my date of birth, in terms of trying to protect privacy, but you know, you guys are my fans, I trust you. I'll enter a postal code, let's just say L6L 6P8, right, for example. And then I'll just go into the first group. Obviously you want to click on the group that is appropriate for you. And do we have any kind of severe allergic reaction or anaphylaxis to any components of COVID-19 vaccines? No. Even though it's brand new, but no. And then continue. Obviously the client information I'm not going to fill out or proceed because that's obviously personal, but you'll fill that out on your accord. It's funny because this thing happens in real time. When I initially did the booking, it was like 2 days out. So I think I was trying to make the appointment for Friday, and it was like, okay, you can come in Monday at 2 o'clock for your shot 1. So I was like, okay, perfect. I'm like, this is not a long wait period at all. This is great. And then when I clicked on review and then done, it said the appointment time had already been selected. I was like, shit, okay, somebody kind of beat me to the punch. Went back, went through the motions again, and then it gave me like 4 days later, which happens to be today. So the next segment that you guys will see will be me showing up to the facility. I don't know how much they'll let me record, obviously, due to Privacy Act and stuff like that. I'll try and document as much as possible while I'm there. So yeah, circling back before I start rambling on, you'll fill out your client information, as you can see here. You'll select your appointment. Hopefully there's no hiccups with the appointment. You'll review to make sure all of the information you've entered is correctly. You'll click on done. Instantly they'll send you a confirmation. So this is like the confirmation email. I kind of just turned it into a PDF. You'll say appointment 1, say your name. You'll have a confirmation number, kind of blacked it out. Appointment 2, confirmation number. And then the page 2, which I didn't bother saving, is just things before your appointment. Just show up to the facility with a face mask and any documentation that you may be asked to provide or require. And then after getting the dose, the Ministry of Health will issue, I guess, their certificate, and this is one of those get out of jail free cards. So hopefully, when they open borders and stuff like that, that's all I need to hop on a plane again. But yeah, in the next segment, we'll just kind of go to the facility together and see what's involved there, and then we'll continue the video. I'll be right back. All right, hope you're enjoying. Okay, so it's D-Day. This is the segment of the video. I'm trying to make it kind of interactive, where I've arrived to the facility to get my COVID shot, or the facility that I was invited to. It's currently 2:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Ontario. It was pretty straightforward, like I explained in the other two segments. Upon arriving to the facility, it was gated, so they have security at the gate pretty much questioning what your purpose of the visit here is, or why you're here. I told them I was here for my COVID shot, and that my appointment was for 2:20. He advised me to park in a certain section of the parking lot, so I am, and told me to wait in my car until 2:15, at which point I could proceed to the entrance to receive my shot. Looking around, because as you know, I fast-tracked the line. I thought I wouldn't see too many people in my demographic, but there are people here of my age group here for the shot, so I guess they obviously met the prerequisites of their category, or whatever the case may be, to get the shot, or maybe they're just volunteering. Yeah, this is just the waiting period. I got another 8 minutes in the car before I can walk up to the front door, and then we get the shot and we'll go from there. We'll continue in a bit. I'll try and see if they'll allow me to film inside while I'm getting my shot, so I can kind of add that to the video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Okay, it's the end of the day, and it's been a few hours since I've gotten back from the facility. I did, as you saw in the last segment, I did a little recording in the car. That's pretty much as far as that went. Due to security and privacy, they won't really allow you to record too much inside, but I have to say the facility is very, very organized. From the moment you walk in, you're greeted by security and hostesses, and the hostesses will grab your information and confirmation letter, verify. It's almost like voting. Verify your postal code with your address, verify that you have an appointment. Once they have all of your information, your date of birth, and they verified through your security questions, either date of birth and home address, or email address and telephone number, they can tell you can proceed into the next room. From the next room, you pretty much just sit in a chair, and the nurse pretty much has a rolling cart, and he just kind of rolls around and he just administers the doses. I got Pfizer today. That's what they were administering, so I'm a Pfizer guy. I guess it doesn't matter to me, so long as I got something to protect me and my loved ones. So you sit in the chair. The nurse will ask you if you have any kind of obviously allergies, or if you fainted during any kind of doses, or if you've taken any kind of vaccinations in the past 2 weeks. You answer all the questions accordingly, and then he proceeds. I gave him my left arm, right? He did the shot, and then they have you kind of sit for 15 minutes, just to kind of make sure that there's no reactions, or if you don't feel faint or nauseous, or whatever the case may be. Then once you've sat for 15 minutes and everything is okay, and there's nurses on site, so if there's any kind of concerns, or if anybody has any kind of issues, the nurses will be highly responsive. I was in a room with maybe 30 or 40 people. There was half that nurses, maybe 20 nurses, and then assisting staff. I couldn't even tell you how much, because they were just everywhere. And in the 15 minutes that I was there, nobody had any kind of issues. Everybody was comfortable. Everybody got their shot, and proceeded along. And friendly, nice, considerate. At the end of it, this is the kid in me. They give you a sticker. So I got my COVID-19 vaccination, right? So I asked for an extra one. because I love stickers. I'm never gonna grow up. They give you like a little information pamphlet, what to expect over the time and such. This is Halton region. I know every municipality is going to be different, but this is good, right? Then a little slap on the bum. They confirm your secondary appointment, and away you go. I went on about my day with no issues, and I'm happy I have one in the can. So yeah, that's how the COVID-19 procedure works. That's the process. I honestly, I would have waited until they were like, okay, your age group is up or your demographic is up. I wasn't even thinking about the whole weight loss thing being able to fast track me, or that I was still at risk. Ironically, though, which I found informative, I'm still obese, even though I've lost like 80 plus pounds, 85 pounds. Like at 42 BMI, they still classify me as obese. So I still have a long way to go on my journey. But that is the current update. I hope you found this video informative. I wouldn't say for them to change anything. I think the process was impeccable. And yeah, we'll see what happens 28 days later. No, I'm joking. I'm confident everything should be okay. Well, this is Charlie Black signing off. That's another episode of Operation Wolf. We hope you enjoyed. You know the routine. I'm going to beg you to subscribe, like, comment, share. This is the time, during our lockdowns and stuff where we can use communities like this to kind of interact and stuff. So I'd love to hear from you. And I hope everyone is doing well, and I look forward to seeing everyone very soon. Thanks for watching. This is Charlie Black, and that was another episode of Operation Wolf. If you enjoyed those videos, check out these videos beside me, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We look forward to seeing you in the near future.